What do you do when you fall asleep on your way to your dream job, but wake up on what appears to be a completely deserted island? Well, if you're like Miss Shirley Mwayi here, you make the most of it. Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and we are back on Felicity Island with our heroine, Miss Shirley Mwayi. And let's real quickly recap who she is. A recent graduate of the University of Michigan in botany, Shirley was aboard the Solomon Queen because she'd landed a sweet gig as chief botanist at Club Meet Your Mate. She's excited to start her career in this island paradise and maybe meet someone special. Okay, so she was on the beach until she discovered this little hut deep in the brush. And she had befriended Wyatta. Now, all orangutans on the island are actually female. They're not breedable, obviously, because they're all female. And you can tell visually that they are female because in real life, male orangutans have these large bodies of flesh on either side of their face. So, yeah, all of the orangutans are actually female. And just to confirm this, I did look in SimPE, and they are all female. Now, you cannot edit any of the what would be considered the story mode lots inside the game until you mess with something in SimPE, but I won't do that in story mode. So anyway, on with the show. Shirley has a job as a crafter where she goes out, she collects things and crafts them and creates and builds up her resources. And she also has food items. Now, let's see. It's going to tell me that I need to do certain things. But while I wait for that to happen, we're going to go ahead and gather some parts because these are free. All right. And they actually helped get her a mechanical skill as well, I believe. Or maybe furnish the hut. So now we need to make the hut her own. And we click 3 new items that she does not currently have. Okay, and she did get a new reward, which is this right here. She now can have indoor plumbing. There's no need to because she's at the lagoon and she can go swimming for hygiene and bladder. So, yep, okay. Let's furnish the hut. I need to buy 3 items. And if I delete an item, I have to buy 4. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so I bought her a new fire pit. Not that she needed a second one, but we'll see if that worked. And a new breezeway little lean-to, and a leaf pile for Wyatta. Let's see if that works. Sometimes it does not. Oh, yep, it did. Okay, so now she's at the Shady Lagoon. And we're focusing on something she needs to do. Come on, Spalding, let's go explore the island. I just know you have some friends here that you're not telling me about. If I meet the idol's maker, Spalding could be the icebreaker that prevents me from introducing me to my maker. Okay, so let's explore the island. That ruined shrine looks like it has an altar designed to hold Spalding. Love how they make it so simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut down all this bamboo. Not only does it help us get to where we need to be, but hold it. There we go. And now place the idol. Oh. And, whoa, who needs TV when you've got secret passages through ancient walls? Because that's not a reference to Lost at all. Looks like this is where you belong, Spalding. It's been fun, except for when you tried to kill me. Don't worry, I forgive you, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and explore the island some more. Cutscenes. Look here, we're saved! Woo! They found us. It's about time. Did you bring any food? Saved at last! Woohoo! Do you have any video games? Or a cell phone? I need to call my broker. Where's the helicopter? Finally, I'm so bored. Where did you come from? We're survivors from the Solomon Queen. So am I. Ah, how unfortunate. The Queen has really let her standards slip of late. Okay, so she met some people. Next, she needs to get to know the survivors. All right, so there are 6 total survivors, I think. Or 5 total survivors, actually. And now she just needs to talk to each of them, and each of them has something to say to her. So, chat. Okay, or not. Let's try it again. How about you, Robbie? What have you got to say for yourself? Hey, babe, sorry about the lame welcoming party. I think the stress is starting to get everyone. My name's Robbie. I'm jazzed that you showed up. That Hugh is such a stick in the mud. He never wants to have any fun with me. Have you started building a raft? Nah, that sounds like too much work to be any fun. Okay, so unfortunately I lost it, but so that was that. Now let's try talking to Miss Emma, apparently. Okay, I guess, how about Sandra? Have you been eating anything at all? Of course, the elderly gentleman brings us food from his little Johnson to the jungle. Is he here now? No, he must be exploring again. I asked him to bring me a pet from the jungle, something Hugh can't eat. Okay, well, let's talk to Gina. Okay, Gina? Did you bring us any food? I'm afraid not. Is there anything wrong with that coconut tree over there? Is that what that is? Anyway, they're way too high. Just let you know, get me home to my family. My monthly garden club meeting is in a few days. Okay. How about Emma? What have you got to say? Emma's fanning over Robbie. Who's in charge here? That old guy feeds us. Say, shouldn't he be back by now? I'm starving. I should make up the desert island diet on it. You can eat anything you want as long as it's air. Can you see my ribs? Do you think Robbie has a girlfriend? And finally, Hugh. Who's really in charge here? I am, I suppose. Yes, me. I'm Hugh Bailey. I'm sure you've heard of me. If this guy is the alpha, I'd hate to see the rest of the letters. I'm glad I found you. I'm worried about the elderly gentleman. Oh, what's his name? Professor Reinhardt? No need to worry about that old hyena. He seems at home. Okay, so anyway, she's going to go look for him. So we're going to go look for Professor Reinhardt. In order to do so, we're going to do this over here, explore. And we're exploring the swamp. So there are hyenas on the island, and this one here, Tayada, wants to attack her, but we canceled that out because it's not something you have to experience. Once you get into free play, you can adopt these as dogs, just like you can adopt stray dogs in the main game Sims 2. So the only purpose of the swamp is this is a means to get to the next lot. So she's got to go around the swamp, around the hyenas, who are just nice doggies. Nice doggies. There's a leaf pile to fall asleep on if she needed to, but she's fine for her needs right now. And now we're on to the Boneyard. A class act. That must be Professor Reinhardt. How many old professor types could possibly be wandering out here? So we'll go chat with him. And Professor Reinhardt, I presume. Indeed I am. And you are? I'm Shirley from the Wreck of the Solomon Queen. Just like the people you've been helping. Oh, Batondia. You've met them? Charming people, but a bit disorganized. I was surprised they haven't begun building a raft. You have it, then I take it? I have. It's just a flat base so far. I'm looking for something I can use for a mast. There's a crossroads nearby, and one of the paths leads to an abandoned village. You can find a wooden pole suitable for a mast there. Really? That's great. But how do you know so much about the island? I've made a study of the natives of these islands and their customs for years. That sounds perfect, but what if the crossroads to the abandoned village isn't abandoned? Historically, the natives of this island are a peace-loving people and welcoming to strangers. So, however, you should grab a bone just in case it could prove to be of use. So gather bones, those qualify as resources. Follow me, dear, I'll take you to the crossroads. Okay, now she's actually tired. So we're going to head home, catch a nap, go to work, and then continue the adventure after that. As long as we're here in the boneyard, let's collect some bits of bone to help make up for all of the resources that the darn orangutan lost for us. Okay, I think there's probably more, but we're not going to worry about having them all. This is the one we want, the one with the rib cage of an elephant. Maybe it's a mastodon, although mastodons are historically from colder climates. And, fun fact, I actually live relatively close to the largest discovery of a mastodon in history. Goat haters, huh? These poles are exactly what I need, but they kind of scare me. This can't be good mojo. Let's go ahead and pick that bad boy up. Don't worry your pretty little head, young lady. What the natives don't know won't hurt them. This should do it then, Professor. I'd really like to see this raft of yours. I have to bring this food back to the others first. Good idea. I'll meet you at the raft. Let me draw you a map. No need, dear. I will find you. Okay, so now she wants to go back to the beach and attach her mast. All right, Shirley, attach that mast. Good girl. The goals are small. They only give you 250 points. My, you've been busy. This is an excellent start, my dear. Thank you, Professor. I still need a sail, but I have no idea what to use. Let me think. There's an answer. I'm sure there's an answer. Let me think about that. Thank you, Professor. You've been very helpful. Oh, please. It's my pleasure. And call me Winford. Are you hungry? Please allow me to make you some food for back at my hut at the lagoon. That sounds delightful. This way, Winford. So let's go back to the Shady Lagoon. Okay, she's back at the lagoon, and you got served. And look who's here. Look, Hugh, it's that new person. Hello, what are you doing here? This is my house. It's beautiful, isn't it, Hugh? Oh, yes, Sandra, much nicer than our beach. Well done, new person. You went from stowaway to steward in no time. Your bed is so much more comfy than the ground. Can one of you tell me what I did to deserve this? Okay, and now Winford is going to come up and say something to us. Oh, careful, we may need their help, be nice. But it may be best not to tell them about the raft. Please excuse me, it's been a long day. What I meant to say was, who's hungry? We're all in the same boat here, and everyone deserves a second chance once. So now she's got a goal to serve a meal, and of course we're just going to go ahead and buy a petrified tree stump for a while. She has enough points that we're going to go ahead and let her buy one of these to make things a bit easier in the near future. There we go. She has to talk. Now, one thing before I move forward is they will stay on this charger indefinitely until you actively cancel it out in Castaway. So there we go. So next she has to get to know the survivors. So it's under talk chat again.
Is Category still sold in America?
Okay, so she needs to get to know the survivors. Let's go ahead and just chat. Okay, and as soon as what they've said pops up, it means you've met that, and I've got one more, Emma. There we go, Emma. Okay, there we go. Memo to self, never take my friends back home for granted again. After the catfish chowder, Winford says, a superb meal, Shirley. Thank you. You're very welcome, Professor. I've been thinking, the Alani people of a similar island weave a very large mats from tall grass. Okay. And that helps me how? That's great. That's a great idea. I'll weave a sail. Perhaps there's a plain of tall grass at Scavenger Fields just past the crossroads where we found our mast. That just might work, thanks. And now she's off to a fresh start. So here at the crossroads, that'll take us to the Boneyard. There's 4 different places. This one is guarded by Mata the jaguar. And let's see. This is where, oh, that's where we want to go. All right, so let's go explore with Professor Reinhardt, Scavenger Fields. It looks like most of it has been harvested. I don't need much grass to suit my needs. Now, these are the singing stones. Let's go ahead and examine them. Not that we need that, but they're kind of fun. And that's a mini game. Then I can click, oh, when you play them, we'll make a pattern. Try to duplicate our pattern. If you get it right, we'll light up like this. If you get it wrong, we'll light up like this. Each turn, the pattern will get harder, so stay sharp. It's actually a mini game, so let's play the singing stone, just because. Now I click that one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I messed up. Okay, I made it to turn 6. Anyway, that's kind of fun. I've never actually did it too much, but it is kind of fun. Okay, so let's cut some of this. Yay, and let's cut a bit more just because we can. Okay, this grass seems especially strong. It ought to get the job done. And now, cutscene! Hyenas and a child. Child climbing. Okay, that little girl needs my help. Okay, so let's... She wanted to play the singing stones. We did play the singing stones. Okay, where'd she go? So this little native girl, Nahini Maneve, needs saving, and you can either chase these off or so chase off the hyenas. Oh, come on. I'll chase you off too. There we go. We saved the little girl. I chase off the hyenas. They're really much more vicious. Just saying. And hyenas, they're from Africa. I mean, I guess, okay. Thank you, stranger. I am Nahini, daughter of the chief. I'm Shirley, daughter of the Sim City Revolution. Please come to our village. Normally outsiders are not welcome, but I'm certain Father will want to thank you. And she's tired already. We'll go home and get rested. And we're sending her off to, as long as you make it by their last chance, they'll come home with a full day's pay. And it's only about 1 sim hour that they're gone. So she is relatively rested, and now we're going to go back to Scavenger Fields where we found the little girl, and then go to the village market from there. A social networking site. Yeah, okay. All right. Can't speed this one up, but this is the chief's guard, Rarahu Anuata. Greetings, I am Rarahu, the chief's personal guard. Word has spread quickly detailing your brave deed. Nahani is a curious and undisciplined child. She sneaks off into the jungle to find or more often create adventures. The only true adventure in life is to tame the wild that lives inside all of us, and it is the way of nature to find, gain, and then take advantage in order to grow and thrive. It is life quest to learn to live for others, for the tribe, over oneself. I can see that you are on the path now. Know that you have made great strides in your life quest today. Our way is to reward brave and selfless acts, even if they come from such unexpected sources as an outsider. You should know that the chief has not allowed an outsider into our village since, well, it has been many tides. As is our custom, several of our single villagers would like to meet you and reward you. You will find these 4 here. This is officially the best vacation I have ever had. I have never had. Okay, so the goal is to get all 4 of these villagers into where they have 3 out of 3 green bars. And this can actually take quite a while. So you click on the villager and it will autofocus on that villager. Okay, so there's, and once, oh, he's actually using the outhouse, all right. But is she here? Okay, Arama is not in the village, and Timothy is. Now, he is a fisherman, so he is usually actually, you know what? No, Timothy, all right, let's go ahead and receive gift from him. They all have a gift to give you. Let's try it again. Receive gift. All right, page down. Okay, he just met somebody. Ah, welcome, courageous one. I am sure she gained a level in creativity. Great, she needed it. Okay, I've seen you before. I dreamt that you broke many taboos here. Carefully consider each move you make. Although we have fewer taboos now, the tribe is becoming... Okay, so there we go. All right, so we met him. Now we need to... Let's entertain him with a couple jokes and talk a couple times and then appreciate him a couple times and see how that goes for making friends with him. Don't bore him. Maybe we can hug him a couple times now. Ooh, yes, we can hug. All right. Uh-oh, no, we can't. Oh, now that we're friends, okay, we got the check mark. And there is a limit. They are only allowed to have, during this gameplay, a maximum of 55 daily points. So, yeah. I mean, so let's go ahead and just talk a couple... Oh, yeah, why not? Let's do some gossip. All right. So... let's do a couple chats. That way he's officially a friend, because eventually she's going to need an actual friend. She doesn't need one yet, but she will eventually need a friend. Okay. And you just have to do that. You sometimes have to come back several days in a row to find them all. So don't be surprised. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and Arama is here. So she wasn't previous. Now we got a gift, 20 food points. Didn't really need that. Forgetting comes easy to me. I do not dwell in the past. My mind never wanders the halls of lost love in my memory. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and joke a couple times. Talk a couple times. One other thing is this game, in addition to letting you choose your character, you can actually choose your love interest, and it can be any of the villagers that you're going to meet during the course of this gameplay. All right. Okay, we're going to hug her a couple times just to see how we are with our friends. Oh yeah, she's in good shape. Okay, well, the numbers... Okay, we're close. Let's get maybe a couple more entertains. Maybe admire her a couple times. This is not flirtatious. This is just friendly. Oh, she's tired. Well, let's see. Let's play Red Hands and Tickle. Oh. She's made friends, but we haven't completed her as the quest part. Sometimes they're hard. Timothy was relatively easy. You and I will be friends for many moons to come, Shirley. I will not forget you. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and make friends with the other two, Kiri and Imobi, off camera. And I will see you soon in the pixelated world. And that's all I have to say. VK out.